So I wanted to do a quick review, quick rundown of Nick's Lake here for anybody who's interested. So Nick's Lake is got a bunch of loops. In all of those loops, you have bathrooms, and the sites in all of the loops are pretty good. I only saw really a handful of sites that I would not want. For the most part, every site is adequate. You do have obviously some premium sites that you'll want to know. And but outside of that, pretty much all of them are good. And I think the premium sites, like this one even, is not quite premium, but I mean, I'm on the water, so it's really nice. But it's got lots of sloping and things like that, so it's not quite as desirable, I think, as some of the other water sites. And you know, outside of that, for the most part, you're good. You can pretty much get some pretty big rigs in here without much trouble. Now, if you're camping with other groups, it's definitely something to note. These loops are not close to each other. So my suggestion is, if you have a group, say you got 3 or 4 people, if you can, try to get into the same loop, that's helpful. If not, try to get the majority of them there. Now, as far as the roads go, the roads here are pristine. They're literally almost no potholes at all. So you can get big rigs in here without a problem. Now the bathrooms are phenomenal here. Almost all of them are really good. I took some video of one of the only shower spots that actually had a little bit of mold, but it wasn't bad. I mean, I thought it was still pretty good. I mean, some of the bathrooms are even, I mean, it's just like at a hotel. They're that good, a couple of them. So they're really nice. The beach area is really good. It's relatively shallow for a good distance, but not quite like Moffett Beach or some of those other beaches that are a little bit better. And the backdrop of Nick's Lake is good, but it's nothing like, you know, in my opinion, Louis Lake and Moffett Beach probably have a little bit better backdrop there. You do have this nice bridge overlook area, which is cool. You can kind of get a view of a lot bigger part of the lake, and it's got good sunsets. And the water sites, some of them, like my water site, it's not easy access to the water on each site. Some of them have, you know, mine wasn't perfect. I got lucky. I got this big rock here, so I was able to sit out there on that. But some of them you can't get right on the water like I did at my Moffett Beach site, where I was almost, I didn't have anything in front of me, nothing obstructing my view there. Whereas here I do have some growth. You are about 10 minutes out from Old Forge, and you basically pop out right in the middle of the town, so you can get to a bunch of these places. Water Safari was one of the places I went to with my kids. That was a whole experience in and of itself, but that was fun. Now, the other bonus to this area is on Nick's Lake, there's no motorized boats. So you're just seeing canoes, kayaks, and that kind of thing. So you don't have to hear that, you know, people ripping and roaring on there all hours of the evening. The launch site itself is super easy, lots and lots of room. It's not like a hand launch. It's actually a really nice launch. Now, there is some hiking around here that's pretty good. You can go around the entire Nick's Lake. And that's a good hike. My wife did that. And then, of course, you've got, you know, your other mountains in different areas. You are in the Adirondacks, so you can go. I got 4G LTE here, pretty good, down by the lake. You do lose it, especially like going into the bathroom or going into any building, you're going to lose it. The staff seemed okay here. They did, you know, clean out the bathrooms and all that. They did a good job. As far as people coming around and, you know, giving you a hard time about things, not really. And they did keep things clean, but they do make their rounds. So make sure your generators are only running when they're supposed to run. That's my pet peeve. And then, you know, make sure that your garbage is taken care of and things like that. So all in all, Nick's Lake is probably one of my top 5 spots to camp at for sure. I would say overall, my grade for this thing is definitely an A+. I like this one. This is a good one. So I'll be coming back here again for sure.